Relationships and personal space. Technology has taken off to unprecedented heights. The irony is that despite many attempting to do so, and coming out with convincing predictions, no one has come to a definite conclusion as to where technology is taking people's life to. On the other hand is the ever-mysterious, all-knowing nature. When I am granting the all-knowing status to nature, I have in mind the patterns of the universe, our solar systems, its planets which include Earth on which we are living and various ecosystems in it which have evolved over a long period of time. So I tend to believe that along with numerous other things, the way human beings lived and behaved also are under the constant and subtle scrutiny of Mother Nature. The deeper look at the way modern society and social living have evolved will reveal the limits nature has set for human development, including for the influence of technology on it. So, at the end of the day, despite the internet, mobile phones, satellites, computers, televisions etc., the basic parameters of human relationships remain to be the same. Despite all our claims that we love and relate unconditionally, we actually live and connect with others to suit the needs of the me and us. This is emanating from the natural reality of unavoidable self-centeredness of the living beings which have probably been created by nature, the exact purpose of which we may never be able to know. Most of us would hate to admit the self-centeredness of our existence. Yet the need for personal space, which is indicative of self-centeredness, is one thing we keep trying to fulfill off and on, throughout our life. So, despite the perceived unconditionality of our love and affection for everything outside our personal self, all of us bond with each other with the conditionality of personal motives. That way, personal space is precious to us, whether or not we have the courage and awareness to admit it. The universally common type of relationship in which personal space plays an important role is marital and marital-like, live-in included, relationships and is worth a probe. In this, at least during the initial phase, there is mostly a tendency among both the relating parties to believe that their aim in life is to bond as two bodies but one mind/soul. People who are not yet blinded by love or have recovered from the love-inflicted blindness will be able to see that this position is next to impossible to maintain. The next possible position is to have adequate personal freedom between the couple, but with their individuality overlapping in some areas. Great, many would say. What more can one ask for? The common area keeps the parties bonded while they are otherwise maintaining their individuality. The problem here is that in most cases, the common area becomes the dumping ground of the unpleasant events of their relationship together. In a way, the common area becomes the garbage bin of mutual dissatisfactions. The result is that this model too is not encouraging enough. Though it may sound a bit theoretical, it is possible to ensure the joyous survival of bonding and relationships through a more realistic relationship position, one which permits the protection of complete personal identities even while being bound by a clean and a clear personal space. How does this position work? Well, the basic need for the success of this relationship position is unconditional acceptance of each other. Many may react to this need as asking for too much. This argument comes from our life's experience, which conditions us to view relationships through the tinted glass of fear of betrayals. But, think of a situation in which both the individuals gaining the awareness that occasional deficiencies in trustworthiness of the other person is not betrayal, especially in cases without possible and obvious long-term ulterior motives. With such an awareness, we can muster the courage to accept situations unconditionally. Generate actionable awareness that most of the mutual disappointments in relationships are the outcome of the desire of individuals to hold on to their personal positions. Till such time, the personal self of one person does not interfere with that of the other in the mutually accepted personal space, maintaining a personally free relationship within that space is possible. The only difficulty is in overcoming our social and emotional conditioning, which forces us to look at life through glasses tinted with the beliefs of right, wrong, good, and bad. Technology will soon drive privacy to oblivion, with even mind reading a definite possibility. With that, the self-centeredness of human relationships too will get exposed and thus become acceptable. When that happens, private spaces in relationships will become a norm of life. The only worry is the shortage of time available for us to prepare to accept such a norm, because major changes are already around the corner.